The Washington Wizards are one of the worst teams in the NBA this season, and changes need to happen. But Wizards guard Bradley Beal says he doesn't want to be traded. Beal, of course, is the team's all-star shooting guard and this season's NBA leader in points per game. And let me just say, it's refreshing to see a player of Beal's caliber not demand a trade as soon as things get tough. Give Beal credit for that. It seems like, as of late, players think they can just force their way to another team if there's a little adversity. Davis and Harden. But let's get real. This isn't going to end well. Bradley Beal can say all the right things, but the truth is he's a top 20 player in the NBA. So when the Wizards finally decide to blow it up, a Beal trade is going to be one of the first things that happens. In today's video, I'm offering up 5 trades and explaining why it makes sense for each side. Hey, it's Troy. Hit subscribe and turn on notification bells. I'm coming at you with fresh NBA content a few times a week. 400 likes is always the goal. While you're here, comment with the Brad Beal trade that you want to see. Each trade I'm about to propose was run through TradeNBA.com. So these are all legal NBA trades. History has shown that when you trade a superstar, and Brad Beal is definitely a superstar, then the haul you get is going to include expiring contracts, young players, and lots of picks. So let's keep that in mind with these deals. The first trade sends Beal and Ish Smith to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, and 2 first-round picks. And one of those picks is the pick that the Warriors got from the Minnesota Timberwolves as part of the D'Angelo Russell deal last season. And with as bad as the Timberwolves are, this pick could be very high in the lottery as soon as this upcoming draft. This deal would give the Wizards a starting backcourt of Russell Westbrook and Andrew Wiggins. Wiseman would join Denny Avdija and Rui Hachimura in the front court. You'll still have Davis Bertans, Mo Wagner, and Thomas Bryant coming off the bench. Then, of course, whoever you get with those picks that are in the deal. The Warriors would add Brad Beal's shooting to the shooting that they already have in Steph Curry and Klay Thompson when he comes back from injury next season. I think it makes sense to trade Wiseman now, especially since the Warriors core still wants to compete for a championship. And let's be honest, James Wiseman, as good as he is still a few seasons away from making a difference in the playoffs. I mean, there's no way that he would hold his own in a 7-game series with Jokic, Gobert, or Anthony Davis. The next trade sends Beal to the Miami Heat for Andre Iguodala, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Precious Achiuwa, and a first-round pick. I think the defense of Iguodala and Achiuwa would help the Wizards immensely. Plus, you have a potential star at the shooting guard spot in Tyler Hero. Add Duncan Robinson as a bench piece to play along the shooters you already have in Davis Bertans and Mo Wagner. Brad Beal would join Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo as a new Big Three in South Beach. The talent and coaching that Beal would be surrounded by every day could really bring his game to another level. This next trade is a 3-team deal, and I think it makes a lot of sense. It involves the Wizards, the Pelicans, and the Sixers. Brad Beal goes to the Pelicans. The Pelicans send Lonzo Ball, Jackson Hayes, Kyra Lewis Jr., and 3 first-round picks to the Wizards. They also send J.J. Redick to the Sixers. The Sixers would send Tony Bradley to the Wizards, while also sending Mike Scott, Terrence Ferguson, and a pick to the Pelicans. So let's break this down. The Pelicans get the best player in the deal to put with Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. They also get a first-round pick for J.J. Redick. The Wizards get a slew of picks. They also get a young center in Hayes. Kyra Lewis is a lottery pick who could blossom into an impact player down the road. Lonzo Ball, say what you will about him, he's a very divisive player, but undoubtedly he has the talent as a playmaker and a defender. That's a good fit next to Russell Westbrook on the Wizards. The Sixers reunite with J.J. Redick. He adds more shooting to the team, and really all they have to do is give up a late first-round pick. And then what about a Bradley Beal trade to the Denver Nuggets for Gary Harris, Michael Porter Jr., R.J. Hampton, and a first-round pick? This gives the Wizards a potential star in Porter Jr., And don't sleep on RJ Hampton. He was a highly ranked high school player before his 1 year of pro ball in New Zealand. I think in a couple years, he could be a major contributor to a team. For the Nuggets, they go all in on a championship by pairing Brad Beal with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. I also like the idea of adding Beal's playmaking to this group. The last trade sends Beal to the Boston Celtics for Jaylen Brown, Romeo Langford, and 2 first-round picks. The Celtics front office has missed out on every star player that was up for a trade, so I think Danny Ainge is eager to make a move by getting another star in Boston. You're not moving Jason Tatum, so Jaylen Brown is the next best asset for the Celtics. I think a backcourt of Beal and Kemba Walker would be a killer. Plus, Beal and Tatum are friends from St. Louis, so there's already that familiarity on the court. Jaylen Brown becomes the new go-to guy for the Wizards. He is having a breakout season. He finally gets his own team. And I'm not giving up on Romeo Langford either. He had a great college career, very highly recruited coming out of high school. I think he just needs some consistent minutes in the NBA to really shine. I think this is a potential deal to keep an eye on. That's what I think, but let me know in the comments where you want to see Brad Beal get traded. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button to help support the channel. We're going for 400 likes on this video, so be sure to subscribe as well for more NBA content like this several times a week. Check out the boxes on the screen. Thanks for watching. My name is Troy, and I'll see you for the next upload.